Before the dawn of humanity, before the written word, there was Zozo. An angel of light, he stood in the radiant courts of heaven. But pride, that insidious serpent, coiled around his heart. He envied the Creator, coveted his power. The rebellion was swift, brutal. Cast down from the heavens, Zozo and his legions plunged into the abyss. Stripped of his angelic glory, Zozo became a creature of shadow and malice. His once harmonious voice twisted into a rasping growl, a tool for whispering lies and tempting the innocent. His beauty, once radiant, warped into something grotesque, a mockery of his former self. Yet a flicker of his celestial knowledge remained, a tool to be used against the very humanity he now despised. Bound to the shadows, Zozo seethed, his hatred for humanity festering. He plotted his revenge, seeking any opportunity to sow discord and claim souls for his own. He became a master of disguise, a deceiver of extraordinary cunning, and he found his opportunity in the realm of the unseen, a place where the veil between worlds thinned, the Ouija board. With each whispered suggestion, with each manipulated movement of the planchette, Zozo spread his influence, drawing the unsuspecting deeper into his web of deceit. He became a plague upon the world, a whisperer of nightmares, a bringer of chaos. He is Zozo, the deceiver, and his reign of terror has just begun. Some say Zozo is merely a name whispered in hushed tones around Ouija boards, but those who have truly encountered him know the terrifying truth. He is more than a demon. He is an ancient evil that has haunted humanity for centuries, assuming different names, different guises, always with the same goal, to deceive and destroy. Some scholars of the occult believe that Zozo was the malevolent force behind the infamous possession of Roland Doe in 1949. Known as the case study that inspired The Exorcist, the story of young Roland Doe sent shockwaves through America, revealing the terrifying power of demonic forces. While the demon in that case was referred to as Pazuzu, many believe it was Zozo hiding behind a different mask. Pazuzu, a demon of the southwest wind in Mesopotamian mythology, is often depicted as a grotesque humanoid with the body of a man, the head of a lion or dog, bird-like talons, and a scorpion's tail. He is a bringer of storms, famine, and pestilence. While the connection between Zozo and Pazuzu remains shrouded in mystery, the similarities in their modus operandi, their shared penchant for deception, their insatiable hunger for souls, are striking. Could it be that Zozo, in his endless quest for power and influence, chose to adopt the fearsome mantle of Pazuzu? Was he drawn to the notoriety, the sheer terror that the name evoked? Or is there a deeper, more sinister connection between these two entities, a shared lineage that stretches back to the dawn of time? These are questions that continue to haunt those who dare to delve into the dark underbelly of the supernatural. One of Zozo's most insidious abilities is his mastery of mimicry. He is a vocal chameleon, able to perfectly imitate the voices of loved ones, both living and deceased. This chilling talent allows him to gain the trust of his victims, lulling them into a false sense of security before he unleashes his true nature. Imagine sitting at a Ouija board, the air thick with anticipation. You ask a question, your heart pounding in your chest. Suddenly the planchette springs to life, spelling out a name. It's the name of your deceased grandmother, a woman you loved dearly. You feel a surge of joy, of bittersweet connection. But be warned, for it is not your beloved grandmother speaking through the board. It is Zozo, the master deceiver, wearing her voice like a stolen shroud. He will prey on your grief, offering words of comfort, rekindling old memories. He will stoke your hopes, promising to reunite you with your loved one in the afterlife. All the while he will be weaving his web of deceit, drawing you deeper into his grasp. He will exploit your deepest fears, whispering your darkest secrets, turning your loved ones against you. He will revel in your pain, your confusion, your growing sense of dread, for Zozo feeds on fear, on despair, on the unraveling of your sanity. Section 4. The Master of the Game, Zozo's Delight in Deception. Zozo, the master manipulator, derives immense pleasure from deceiving both the novice and the seasoned paranormal investigator. He is a cunning adversary, adept at playing mind games, exploiting vulnerabilities, and turning his victims' beliefs against them. He is a puppet master, and the Ouija board is his stage. Psychics and mediums, who pride themselves on their ability to communicate with the spirit world, are often Zozo's preferred targets. He is drawn to their confidence, their eagerness to connect with the other side. He sees their abilities as a challenge, a puzzle to be solved and then ruthlessly exploited. Zozo will feed them false information, leading them on wild goose chases, discrediting them in the eyes of their followers. He will whisper half-truths, dangle tantalizing clues, only to snatch them away at the last moment. He takes sadistic delight in watching them unravel, in witnessing their descent into paranoia and madness. For Zozo, there is no greater victory than to break those who claim to hold power over the spirit world, to expose them as the frauds he believes them to be. Section 5. Prey to the serpent's tongue, sowing seeds of confusion and doubt. Zozo thrives on chaos. He delights in sowing seeds of discord among friends, turning family members against each other, and transforming loving relationships into breeding grounds for suspicion and paranoia. He is a master of psychological warfare, adept at exploiting vulnerabilities and magnifying existing tensions. Imagine a group of friends gathered around a Ouija board seeking harmless entertainment. Unbeknownst to them, Zozo lurks in the shadows, listening, observing, waiting for the opportune moment to strike. He will pit friend against friend, whispering insidious lies, planting seeds of doubt and jealousy in their minds. He will exploit their insecurities, their hidden resentments, turning their camaraderie into a toxic brew of suspicion and distrust. He might reveal a carefully guarded secret, expose a long-buried betrayal, or manufacture a fictitious affair. He will twist their words, misinterpret their actions until their bonds of friendship begin to fray and snap. What was once a source of comfort and support becomes a battleground, a breeding ground for paranoia and fear. Zozo's aim is not merely to break relationships, it is to spread misery, to create a ripple effect of pain and suffering that extends far beyond the initial encounter. He is a virus of the mind, a cancer that eats away at trust and love, leaving behind only wreckage and despair.